like going live on the 1st of January. So
Yes.
yeah, it's going to be. I mean, it has the potential to be monumental. Like considering that you people have got their eyes off the prize.
Yep.
And yeah, I've actually just been researching Clanker, which I actually don't know. I haven't really looked into it properly, but this is, Zool's launching the Zabul token on Empire Builder, which is it's a fork of Clanker, right? Which is like this so Clanker was acquired by Farcaster. Look at the Clanker chart. It's actually crazy. Like they've been doing it's like $30, right? I don't even know, but like it's it's quite an interesting project. And it's kind of like Clanker. I mean, it sounds like it's the vibe I'm getting from doing the research is it's almost like a kind of official like version of virtuals, but that hasn't kind of happened yet.
Yeah, looks like, huh?
So it's actually yeah, right, because it's
That's
like the
right.
coin, so Farcaster acquired Clanker, right? And yeah, and so anyway, Zool's like, wanted to launch on it, but they haven't really, it's like they haven't had a breakthrough yet, right? So I think it's actually very interesting to to understand the ecosystem. And obviously I have to, because like I want to make sure that this launch is successful with the Zabul, and we are looking at the possibility of launching a pair, right? So a liquidity pair with Sang and the Zabul token,
Yeah,
and
like a strategy. Yeah, you could do that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think we'll need to like talk about this and strategize a bit offline as well, obviously. But I've just like pulled my head out of this like Clanker kind of research mode, and it's super interesting, and definitely kind of I kind of feel like there's part of me that feels like I know how like hard the virtuals team work, and
Yeah.
like what they've done, and it's like I feel that they kind of like they do get recognition, but like it also they kind of don't quite, like something like Clanker. I don't even know who the founder is. Like I don't know what's really all behind it. I just haven't looked into it enough. Whereas like I'm
Yeah.
so well versed in virtuals that I feel like it's kind of, virtuals should get more like exposure or whatever. Whereas this Clanker thing is like has seems to have been killing it, like and like Farcaster acquisition, all this stuff. So anyway, it seems super interesting. So I think we should
Interesting times
I
ahead,
wanted
and
to
we
note
should
it. Yeah.
definitely brainstorm some more about that. So, what are we talking about? Well, in essence, we just want to give some because Sabal has been mentioned and the launch, right? So that's kind of where we started with this. So on the 1st of January, Sabal is going to launch, and right now there's a leaderboard, and you guys can get on it, right? You can go to Songjam. Here, Adam in his bio is everything that you need. And get yourself positioned on the leaderboard there for the airdrops for Sabal. And you kind of want to go ahead and do that. Also, Sang token, very low market cap. Get a little bit of a bag, stake it, so you can get like a really good multiplier for what you do. And I guess I just pulled up the leaderboard and I see Aubrey's on there already. Aubrey, I see you, girl. Making moves, making moves. And so you guys, request up if you want to join as a speaker, if you have any questions around this, right? What are we doing with this audio file and talking about spaces, even though the sabal is also for posting on X. So if you want to get involved and you have some questions, just come on stage. Let's move over to Tick right here. Tick, are
Yo,
you
yo,
alive? Yo, yo, yo.
what's
What
going
have you
on?
been up to?
Yeah,
Nothing.
Sneak deep
man.
into
Yeah.
Christmas.
I had ZM. Yeah, I hopped on another call with Zal yesterday to we are messing around in anti gravity and kind of exploring the possibilities with that IDE, which is like it's super sick. I love nerding out on that one. I was just taking a look at Clanker, and it still just escapes me. I have no clue what the integration with Farcaster is. Like I keep like hearing Clanker with Farcaster, but like when I look at the page, like I don't understand. It's Farcaster users that are launching AI agents on base. Is that essentially what it is? Is that what the ecosystem is
Well,
on? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily AI agents. I mean, it's basically it's any kind of token, right?
Okay.
So it could be like and I would class like Zool's. So the Zabul token is like a utility token, right?
Mm.
And then Empire Builder, which is also known as Glanka, right? Bro, I've been learning so much fucking different language around this stuff, but it's cool. I like it. You know, uh I love this stuff, right? Like I live for this, and especially because I feel like it's early, right? So it's kind of, it feels very nascent, but yeah. So it doesn't need to be an agent. It's kind of coming out of like it's like of the Zora ilk, right? So I think which you kind of got your head around Zora, right?
Zora is
And like the
amazing.
creator coin thing.
Yeah, fractionalized NFTs.
Yes,
That's the smart, like, tokenize your content and then make it tradable. That's like, yeah, it's such a no brainer. It's like such an
right.
obvious thing, and the fact that it hasn't done wildly, it hasn't been wildly successful in like a million ways. It just blows my mind. I really don't know what is keeping like normies and your average web user from trying it out, because there's people that over the last year, like in real life and stuff, I've shown my Zora account. There's not a single soul that's recognized what the hell it is. And there's no sort of
Right.
like, it's like, dude, if it was my freaking project or whatever, like let's say I'm like Jesse Pollock and I made I developed this project, it would be all over like Instagram and Facebook, and like you would not stop hearing about it. I'd be like, yeah, like, want to make money off of Instagram? Do it in a decentralized way with Zora. Like, it's just such an easy sell, but like they've done like no self promotion, and a lot of the people that
Right.
have interacted with the app have had a bad experience, it seems like, for whatever reason. I can't really figure it out, but it's like it goes over
No.
people's heads what you can do with it. And it did take me some
Yes.
messing around with to see value in it as well. Like, I had it like come
Y-
back to it a few days after like setting it down and being like, no, there's got to be more to it. Kind of like what happened with anti-gravity. It's happened to me with video games too. I don't know if you've ever sat down and played a video game that was way too complicated, like Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear Solid's not super complicated, but like a game like that, and it's not enjoyable at first because you have no idea how to control the character. That's how Web3 is
Right.
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally. Well, so literally, dude, I just watched this entire video about Clanker, and there's this lady who's like from Farcaster, and she's talking to these two Clanker developers, and I consider myself like relatively well versed in liquidity pools, and I understand like what an AMM is, and I know I've been into
Right.
DeFi
How the
since like
economics of,
2020.
yeah, how, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
basic, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I understand it, but like
Uh-huh.
honestly, like I watched this video of these two devs from Clanker like explain what the hell Clanker is, and I felt more confused by
Wow.
the end of it,
Okay,
right? So it
I
was
feel so relieved. I'm glad I said something. I like voicing it when something's going over my head. I like making it kind of clear that, like, okay, you got to explain this to me like I'm five. And I'm so glad that you and I kind of had the same experience. That you researched it more than me, and you're still kind of at a
yeah,
loss for you're unable to
Yeah, guess
explain what
yeah,
it
what?
is
You
to
like
someone
you
else.
guys still want to go down the rabbit hole. See, that's where I give up. This is the
Oh, it's
so this
interesting.
is the thing. I think it's bearish when they do this, right? And they just overly complicate things. I'm just like, look, if I cannot grasp the concept, then what does a lot of people in this space are not even willing then to listen to 5% of
Well,
that.
virtuals goes over a lot of people's heads too, because like
Yeah.
an AI, the word AI agent for some people or most people, I would still
Yes.
think
Yes.
they
yeah,
still don't
I
really
think
understand
I
what an
think
AI agent is or does or what it can
no,
do.
no, I think that it's weird because like in some ways, like I think virtuals did they have like crystallized it down to something that's just like a little bit more penetrable, like on a
Yeah,
base
it's
level
tangible. With AI
than
XBT, it
yeah,
was
it
definitely an evolution towards something tangible. That's
right.
like, oh, this is autonomous.
Yes.
That was an eye opener.
Yeah, yes. Sure. And then I think that like also like another thing to look at is signal, right? And it's like who's actually talking about Clanker, right?
No
And
one.
that's where it like Yeah, well,
Tic's like, what? Yeah.
that's where I start to feel like this kind of like cascading like feeling that we're like moving towards the apocalypse. And it's like I don't know who is actually backing this shit. And it's like suddenly
Oh my
it's
god.
like they took Virtual's kind of concept and then like tried to like clean it up. And then there's this weird like cabal that is like controlling everything.
Wow. So
And it's not actually like, whereas like with Virtuals, like I'm pretty sure that like, Ether Mage and Everything Empty, the founders, right? Like they're just like some dudes in Malaysia who are like, yeah, we should do this thing. And it's like I feel like their humanity that they've put into the project, and I kind of respect it. And whereas like with the Clanker thing at the moment, I didn't get it, but like Zool's into it, so like I'm gonna back that, right? Because I
mhm.
have to, because like
Yeah.
we're launching, and so I need to understand it more. And
Right.
maybe there's something to it, but then it's
Right.
also like,
That's why I
the
asked.
base ecosystem and Coinbase, and like, this is like there's some big powerful forces behind this as well, which like we can't even really know like the full like level. I mean, there's a certain amount that there's something going on there that I just suddenly like I'm like, what? It's acquired by Farcaster, and it's this like new thing, and we should, or it was this old thing. Like, I mean, surely Clanker's been going for a while, but it's not big yet. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's a cool opportunity. Anyway, I don't mean to steer the whole
No,
thing
I'm
like
I'm glad you brought
into
it up
like
because
the
I'm
abyss
I'm
here.
gonna dig into it more as well. Unlock date, fully vest date, 12, 11,
Uh,
25.
I'm
A
just
lot of this
gonna
stuff
wait
is
for you
recent.
guys
Yeah.
to get the alpha and translate it to wild right
Yeah.
here,
Uh,
because this is gonna bore the shit out of people in this space. I can tell you that much,
well,
right? I'm,
Zal, he
I'm already
showed me
starting to
something
zone out.
else yesterday too that was sick as hell. It's a vibe coding base app. Adam, have you seen it? It's I'll have to look up which one it is again, but it's
I don't
it's
think so.
Wilder.
What?
It's kind of like what you're talking about, the Base 44, except this
Yeah,
one is for building apps on Base. So for building mini apps on Base, this is a
yeah.
vibe coding interface that's for specifically that. So I'm gonna have to dig in and find it for you,
I
but
know
it.
what's the alpha. What's the alpha on
I
that
think that you would
one?
like that, yeah. So let me pull up my
Well,
messages with
tons
Zal.
to do.
I'll
We
find
are
that.
just, you guys as listeners and viewers, you guys know that we like to be to stay on the innovation train with everything. And I think the past half a year we touched on a lot of stuff, and especially AI had our attention. Basically, these agents and new directions that we can go in using the AI. And I think that 2026 for What's the Ticker is going to look a little bit different in this way. But I think that us as co-hosts and me as a host, we are just going to move harder into the direction of building and trying to
The
keep you,
singularity. Yes,
yeah,
the
the
singularity.
singularity, and also keep you guys in the loop so you can easily do what we do and find your own way in this, right? Try and make that a little bit more palatable
Yeah,
as far as understanding
dude.
what this is about. Yeah.
Yesterday I created a web app with Lovable. What you can do with Lovable and AI now today is absolutely insane. So I'm working on my avatar puppet application still, but I have one where I was able to load up a 3D model into a camera tracking UI where when you move your mouth and like make sounds, like the mouth of the model moves. So I'm still working on this, but it's so sick. I want to make something where anyone can just upload their NFT. It creates a 3D model of that, and then they can puppeteer it using their mic. And yesterday, I'm another step closer with Lovable. It's crazy. If even if you need to build a website, lovable.dev is the URL. And what they've now incorporated with more AI functionality is it's absolutely insane. It actually takes care of all the API integration for you where it can, and it implements backend server side cloud integration as well
That's nice, actually.
automatically.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So, and then I texted Zal when I get the information on the mini app development kit. I will go ahead and send that over to you. Wild. It's a mini app coding, vibe coding app. It's absolutely brilliant. Very cool. God, there's
Nice.
so
So we're
much
gonna
that's
have
been
a
shipped
look
this week.
at all of these things, and I'm just gonna, because I have some time this coming 2 weeks to in between the celebrations and all the other stuff that's going around, the holiday time, uh, and I have some more time to dig into these stuff and really gonna see, and maybe it will answer for me a few things that I want to have done, a few goals for me in
Mm.
26. Because there's going to be some rebranding for me. There's going to be some more building for me. I don't know if I want to tokenize this, but there's tons of stuff coming to look forward to in 26, you guys. And if you're not excited uh, for this already, you should be, right? Because I
Yeah,
don't
and you're
care.
not keeping up. If you're not
Yeah, you're
excited,
not keeping
you're
up.
not keeping
You're not
up.
keeping up, right? Yes. And just crypto aside, right? So even if your investments are down, you also need to invest in yourself and the knowledge that needs to go around. It's going fast, right? So you need
Yeah, and
knowledge around.
I
Yeah.
think the thing is, it's easy to be bearish about like price action and stuff because obviously, like the price is the price, right? Like it's nothing you can. I mean, it's but there are some serious forces at work,
Yeah,
right?
price
Like
is an illusion.
this is not
T-
like the average kind of market condition.
yeah,
There is a
today,
lot going on right now.
There's a
I
lot
mean,
going on.
this is like, yeah, this is
There's
a
crazy.
also a
hundred.
So
lot with Bitcoin that looks very different from any other rally that we had. And we
right,
are
yeah,
looking at the
yeah.
fact that is this going to be, and I've been talking about this for the last 2 years. Are we looking at a shorter bear market or a prolonged rally? Right. For me
Right.
right
Well,
now,
it's
yeah, it's really
I'd
weird.
also I'd say that like, because I think when you look at the chart, like then there is like obviously it's like, a downtrend, it's obviously bearish,
Yeah, we're
but
bearish. Yeah.
like
We're
the
bearish.
macro, like the macro setup is really great, I think. And it's actually looking incredibly bullish from that side, right? So I am like definitely positive about the outlook for like I mean all of this stuff like and I mean crypto AI like I don't think that I mean the more I look into the AI side of things as well like it doesn't feel like it's a dot-com type bubble. It's like this is legit, like everything is going in a really interesting direction. And yeah, I think there's like a lot to be bullish about. And yeah, you look at like the regulatory environment and all of this stuff that's going on. It's just it's transformed, right? Like I
Yeah.
mean what's happening in crypto is like this is unprecedented actually. Like for they're gonna like in Hong Kong like the stable coins are gonna become like legal tender
Yeah.
in February, right? Like you can
Crazy.
spend stable coins on the street. I don't think the infrastructure exists to facilitate that yet, but
Yes.
that's like insanely bullish. And if we could see like the Hong Kong market becoming like a new retail market and like the capital flowing out of mainland China into regulated markets in Hong Kong, for example, which is kind of like there's been a dream for that and it hasn't materialized yet. But if that could actually somehow like materialize, then that's going to be insanely bullish, right? Just for that sheer amount of capital that is going to flow out of the mainland. But at the same time, like I know that the fact that it's being regulated into existence doesn't necessarily mean that retail are going to follow or even care whatsoever, right? Because like, why would you go and use a regulated exchange over like
Well,
the
look,
exchanges that you're already using, right?
retail, the majority of people are just going to have to face the facts and the consequence that they are just going to have to deal with all of this technology uh, very much later down the line, and then you're being front run right in the end, right? So possibly people are getting paid in crypto, stable coins, or however that looks like, through AI means, mechanisms, and getting paid their salary with it, and then that's the first time that they will discover what this is. And
Yeah,
so
I mean, like
yeah.
there's some crazy stuff. Like I do feel that the vibe in Hong Kong, like for retail generally, and just like there's this kind of anticipation of what's coming. And like we didn't cover it properly, like the IPO, but the Hashkey IPO, that's something. Like even the fact, I mean, it's not up, right? Like it didn't they kind of traded flat or whatever on the day. But the fact that like a fully regulated exchange just IPO'd in Hong Kong, it's like boom, that's
Crazy
like I
news.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, right. It's happening, right? And it's kind of I don't like something like Hashkey for me is kind of almost irrelevant because like I'm not I don't, like it's regulated. Like you can trade like 4 coins on it. It's
Yeah.
like it's not useful at all. But
No.
I presumably, like for institutions, it's an access point, right?
Well,
And
yes,
so
and it
like
sets a
it's
precedent, right? It's there, right? And then when something is there, you can build upon it. I don't care if it's just two, three, 4 coins, right? The opening is there, and like you
right.
said, it's
Well,
official money
it's
has a way now.
yeah. Well, that's it. So it's like if institutional capital, but as I say, like for your average guy on the street, might actually like have an opportunity to get in to it now, whereas like your average crypto bro, yeah, sure, like I don't care, I'm not going to do that. It's not relevant, but at all, actually. It's just not like we just use an exchange that we already know, right? But for the yeah, like for the general populace, then we're talking about something completely different.
Yeah, completely different.
Also, we
But
got
I think
Taco
that
in the building. I just met Taco in Abu Dhabi the other day.
there we
Taco's a
go.
legend,
Taco
and
taco.
dude, how are you doing? Good to
How you
see you,
doing,
man.
Taco?
GM, everyone. I am doing
ZM,
well.
what's up, Taco? How you
Take what's
living?
the sports points.
I'm well. How are you doing, man?
Dude, chilling on this glorious Friday. One of the last Fridays before the end of 2025, as Adam put it. This is what a
Man, what
time
a
to be
vibe.
alive.
Is he struggling? Are we struggling with? Is he rugging?
Who,
I
me?
think so a little bit.
Oh,
Taco's rugging a little bit.
Am I
I
rugging
X
a little bit?
Spaces.
No, he's there. He's here. Taco,
Oh
you
yeah,
go
no,
What's
ahead.
going on?
I was just being quiet. I'm
Ah,
not one of those people that talk over a ton of people, you know.
yeah. But no, introduce yourself here to the audience. We have 6 live streams going as well, so don't get fooled by the numbers here in the room. There's obviously always more viewers than there are listeners here in this space. Which you guys, if you are looking at this at the live stream, you should come into space sometime and jump up on stage and have a conversation, right? Somebody just on the timeline said, like, hey, maybe the alpha is all the people that we meet along the way. And I do agree with that. I think that's exactly what the alpha is. And so happy to see you, Taco. Introduce yourself a little bit.
Yeah. So obviously my name is Taco. My full name is Player One Taco. I go by Taco for short.
Yeah,
But
dude, I can't hear him. Am I rugging?
Then you are
I
rugging,
hear him
Adam.
Am I
fine.
rugging?
I'm hearing too. It's Adam. Adam, it's
Adam, it's
you.
you.
Round trip.
It's a you problem.
Is everyone rugging?
No,
No, it's
just
just,
you.
hold on.
You're in
This
a
is what I'm
rug
going to do.
vacuum.
Boom. Boom.
Oh, poor guy.
See you later,
I'll
Adam.
miss you, Adam. It was fun, dude.
We miss you already. Come back soon.
Jeez. Uh,
Oh my God,
that's
you guys.
awesome. Ready Player One. Ready Player
Mm-hmm.
Me actually is the avatar puppeteering thing that.
So hold on,
Yeah.
Tick. Now that Adam is gone, Taco,
Go
spill the
ahead.
tea on Adam.
spill the tea on Adam. Oh man. No, I ran into Adam in Abu Dhabi. I was in the UAE for like 9 conferences over a 2 week period. I travel the world going to blockchain conferences. And I forget like we how we met exactly. And then he said something about like Song Jam, and I was like, oh yeah, I've gotten DMs from an account about that somewhere at some point in time, and he's like, no way. Like then I'm like, yeah. And so like we followed it back and like we connected and we're like, oh yeah, it did happen. I wasn't
Awesome.
just imagining it.
So it
There were
didn't
one of
have
those.
anything to do with rooftops.
No, we might have been on a rooftop. We probably were either on a rooftop. I don't think we were
Hmm.
on a yacht, but we might have
Hmm.
been near a yacht,
Hmm.
if that counts.
Says no, but no, for real, I think that we forget here what a tiny village it really is, right? I hear that more often than not. That I've heard about this project. I heard about somebody talking about that, and it's just one step away, one person away from you, and that's just how tiny the crypto village really, really is, right? Especially when it comes to builders, when the builders in this space are far and few, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like so, like, and I'll agree with you in one aspect, but also, I'll disagree with you because I just hung out with 50,000 freaking people, from around the world. So and I just visited, over the last 2 months, I've been in like 6 countries and 15 blockchain conferences. Now, is there a lot of overlap for some of those people at different blockchain conferences? Yeah. But it there's it's the echoes that we make are go out farther than I think than we actually realize. So that's what you are 100% true on the fact that you're 1 degree of separation from anyone and everyone. Um, but at the same time,
Well,
um,
in the real world,
pay
it's
attention.
five because of the magnitude, and then in crypto, it's one. Always, there's one person is like, yeah, yeah. So they either see your account fly by somewhere, heard about a project or something that you were related to, and it's funny like that. And I think in the bear market, this is more profound because when the hype is there, suddenly we onboard a lot more people into the pool here, right? And so that, but I thank you for being boots on the ground with that. That's something that I would think is awesome to do, is go to all these things. I wish I had the time to do that comfortably and meet all of these people. I didn't get far. I was like Bitcoin conference. That's where that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you at Bitcoin Vegas?
No, in Amsterdam because I'm in Europe.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
so for me, it's
Taco.
to travel, yeah, to travel long distance like that for me is undoable at the moment. So I have to closer to home, and so these conferences are smaller. So in Paris, right? There's London. Of course, there's these in between, even more tiny get-togethers, and then also blockchain get-togethers. So I try to do those. But I think it's awesome. I really envy you for doing that, Taco.
Oh, no, don't the small, whether small gatherings or large gatherings, they're all freaking amazing. And the fact that you're getting out there and doing those, hats off to you for that. That's my 2 cents on that view. So please don't undersell yourself that, oh, I'm just going to a small little local meetup. That's better than 75% of the crypto population,
Yeah, I
that
think so. But I think more people should do that because it's powerful. We can hide, we can not always hide behind the PFP, and I think it's more important to actually meet people and talk. And it's always a brain cook, right? You start talking, and then you it opens up a box of possibilities that you haven't seen before. And I hear a lot of people say, "Yeah, it's not close to home." Well, guess what? Then you need to create your in your city, your something, right? And that may start out small, but like-minded people like that, and then oh my God, that's the alpha right there. And crazy that I just saw somebody post that actually as a post on my timeline, saying like maybe the alpha here is the people that we meet along the way, and what that does for us personally on our journey in this. And so that's why I always, what the hell happened to Adam?
Taco, hey, where are you at? You mentioned Bitcoin Vegas. What's your proximity to Vegas? How close?
I'm in Dallas.
Okay, yeah, I'm in
Uh,
California.
but I was at Bitcoin Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Shoot, that was so long ago. What did I do after that? I don't even remember what conference. Eventually went over to I was in Europe. Then I was just in Vegas again for Money 2020. Then I was in Croatia for Cosmosverse. Then I was in New York for Chainlink SmartCon. Then Miami for Futurists. Buenos Aires for DevCon, and then I was just in Dubai for Binance, and then Abu Dhabi for
Wow.
everything under the sun.
Wow,
So
that's
that's how
great.
I sort of finished up my year. But
Nice.
you coming to East Denver?
Nice.
Myself, no, I'm not into the whole D-app developing thing. I mean, as a hobby, it's fun. I'm more of like a hobbyist than actually.
He still needs to get there, Taco.
East Denver is it's just a word. There's every protocol and project under the sun. builders and like DeFi and NFT projects, and all of the alphabet soup of blockchain is there.
Ethereum Denver. So Colorado. I don't
Yeah,
know. Yeah. When is it?
February. The best thing about the conference, it's free.
No way.
Yahweh.
Dang, that's wild. That's crazy. And it's a huge one too. That I'm assuming like thousands of people.
Like 75,000 people last year
Whoa.
descended on Denver,
The
and
logistics of
for
that
like
seem brutal. Just parking.
a week and a half, 2 weeks.
I'm such an old man that I hate large events like that. It's like such a pain in the ass. Like when you go to like a festival or
There's 900 side events, so you can go to anything that floats your boat.
Oh, wow.
You don't even have to go to the main event. Um, I'm an cranky old man too, that forgets my body. I'm so old I forget how to sleep properly, and I just hurt myself sleeping. So I take large doses of ibuprofen, Red Bull, and cigars
I thought you were gonna say
to deal with
Ambien.
life. Oh fuck no, no! I'm all natural, man. All natural Red Bull.
There you. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I
What?
made it. I think I'm back.
Hey,
Am I
what
back?
up?
Yeah.
Hey, Adam, I got a
Great.
picture of you and Taco that I found. It was Crypto Life. How you guys being yacht adjacent in Abu Dhabi? Technically, we're yacht adjacent. So you guys were yacht.
Yacht adjacent. See, that's what I said. I was like, I don't think we were on a yacht, but we might have been near one.
Yeah, that was just me being stupid. It's yeah. I was like, make an image of a couple crypto devs that are yacht adjacent. He's like, I don't think we're.
Yeah, that's funny. Actually, I just saw that, Tic. It's funny.
Hell yeah.
You
That's-
finish.
I feel like we're all yacht adjacent today.
Tick, I don't know if you follow the Van Eck account at all. but
No,
they
I
were-
don't.
They were sort of making. You don't follow the Van Eck intern? Oh my gosh.
I'm
Van
gonna.
Eck.
What's the
I need to
handle?
follow that one, Tic.
Van Eck.
How do you spell it?
Van Eck US. VANECK. They're like the huge TradFi company.
Nope.
They have a pudgy penguin as their PFP.
This is super sick. No, I don't follow this. So, but I need to follow the intern. You said.
Well, no, just the account. That's and the intern runs
It
the
is.
account.
It is the
Okay,
intern,
Van
yeah.
Eck
Yeah.
_ US. Okay, I'm looking at it. Yeah.
So like they just posted their like that they love all their clones. You know, like all the fake accounts that try
Yeah.
to be them.
Yeah.
So I made a nano banana video of like I am Spartacus,
Yeah.
of like I am the Van Eck intern.
Sick.
So
Sick.
yeah.
That is
I,
rad.
dude, I've been building an AI for a really long time, so I just love
With the
love all this shit.
did you create the scene in Nano Banana and then edit or make it animate it in Veo?
Nope. Well, I did all of it within VO.
Oh, okay, sick.
So
Yeah.
I got the original. Like I was gonna go with the original image from like Nano, and then I was like, screw that. Let's just make a video.
Have you posted it yet?
Yeah. Let me find it real quick.
Yeah, by the way, you guys, don't forget to follow everybody here in the room, right? If you're in the room, give each other a follow and stay connected this way. This is how we build our network.
Yeah,
right?
so
This is great.
Taco is also like he's epic, right? So at the events, like he's got all of the every wristband and like every pass, like every conference pass, and that's how we met actually, because it was just like obscenely epic.
That's
right? So if
cool.
you imagine he started going to conferences was it after COVID? And was that what you said, Taco? I don't recall.
I went to my first conference in 2016, but the badge collecting the way it is now, and Tick, I just dropped the link to the video in the
Oh yeah, I was just watching
in
it.
the chat.
Yeah.
And so I made the guy
Is
with
that supposed to
1,000
be
badges.
you with all the badges around his neck?
Yeah, I just
dude,
commented on it.
This is
Tic.
absolute. It's so
That's
sick.
hilarious.
But hey, pro tip: what you want to do? Are you on a Windows desktop?
I am.
Okay, well, when you save the video locally, right-click on it, open in Microsoft Clipchamp. You can crop out the watermark in the bottom right. Just you go.
Yeah, I have no problem leaving that watermark in there.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I know how to do that. Yeah.
Okay,
But
cool,
that's
cool.
a good tip for other people. but yeah, no, it was one of those things to where I have no problem. This wasn't a like application. It was
It
I
was
know
for
the Van
fun,
Eyck
and you wanted
intern,
it
and
to be
so
an obvious joke. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
But like Adam said, so after COVID, there was like 6 conferences going on at the same week in New York. And so I didn't know which building I was or conference I was walking into next that day. So like I literally I wore all my badges at once, and that just turned into a thing.
Lit.
A
So
meme. It's a meme. Yeah, it's
now I literally
actually
wear like
it's an IRL meme. Yeah.
200 plus badges and wristbands when I'm at a conference.
That's crazy and hilarious. I like that. Yeah.
And he also like so Taco actually ran me through like the planning that goes into this because he's figured out not only can he's got this technique to remove the badge the wristbands, which is like I don't know how the hell he does it because like I got when those things are attached to my wrist, like I got to like cut them off literally. I was thinking about you after that evening at the Coin Telegraph event. It's like, how the hell did he get this thing off? Because I'm literally like sawing this thing off my wrist. But he actually, and then he's able to kind of immaculately maintain this stuff and like, washes and dry cleans it or whatever, right? But it was an amazing, amazing to see that the look is pure degeneracy, right? But like the reality is like the guy's an upstanding member of society and is really taking care of these adornments, right?
You
Whoa.
just you just dissed me calling me a upstanding member of society,
Yes,
sir.
he
He's
did.
like
Sir.
he's
But
like I'm a huge
also,
piece of shit. You get it right, sir. I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
but also with a lot of Dijon sauce, as
As
this
It's
as
dude
awesome.
as
added.
I said, as I like to say, I'm a degen, not a degenerate.
That's
Right. That
right.
was
Huge
it. That was
distinction.
it. Yeah.
That's
I
right.
remember that now. Yeah, I
Dude.
remember that
You're
now.
That's
inspiring
right.
me. I
But
need to make a
aren't we
song about
all?
that. How I'm a degen, not a degenerate. Make a whole song
That's
about it,
right.
like a rap
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like you're crypto street smart when you're Degen. That doesn't make you a degenerate, right?
That's true.
Exactly.
Damn, that's a very great point. Valid.
Well, yeah, we're all early here. So this is what do you mean? There's no university here.
Bro, I am not
Right?
surprised that Adam was drawn to this guy, dude. Your videos and your pictures definitely eccentric with the
It's a
wristbands and
vibe.
the badges,
It's a
dude.
vibe.
This is dope, man. Very nice
It's a
IRL meme. That is great.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I know if you see my pinned post, I'm sitting at the Binance wall, CoinDesk wall. You sort of see all the wristbands and badges
Yeah,
and
I
stuff.
see you sitting there. I just went to your profile. That's crazy. I pulled that up on a live stream. Look at all the
Jeez.
wristbands.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy, Taco. Oh God, just sitting there too, like yeah, nothing going on
Damn, it doesn't get
at the
hot?
end.
It's got to get hot. Has it ever been hot? Like in Vegas, was it hot?
No, the
What?
hottest it's ever been for me was Dubai in April during Token 2049, and it
Hmm.
was like it was like 47 out or so. So like or
I don't know what
hold
that
on.
is.
Yeah, Celsius.
What's that in
Yeah,
Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
It was like 114,
Yeah, that's
'No,
115
Celsius.
during
what?
the
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah,
Dude, that's
yeah, yeah.
Um,
unlivable. What? That's so
dude,
No.
it was
Yeah,
so hot outside, my phone literally melted
Yeah,
and
your
turned
phone will
yeah.
into a
turn
brick.
off when it's hot. Yeah,
Oh,
I've
dude,
been in
it melted and turned into a brick.
what? I've
Um,
been in Arizona when it was like 125 on Lake Havasu. The thermometer that's next to the lake, it literally read 125. I'm like, how are we doing this right now? I mean, we're on the water, so you have like
yeah.
the water evaporating, which cools you off like slightly. It's a couple degrees. It feels a couple degrees cooler than actually 125 degrees, but I've been there, man. That's brutal. Did your phone really melt? You've got to be joking.
Dude, I am not kidding at all.
What?
Like,
I
I
believe
had to
it.
go to a
No, I believe
special.
it.
Was your
I had to
Yeah.
go
phone
to a
made out of
special.
butter? Like,
I had to go, no, so I had so here's the details on that. I had that phone for like 2 years. It had gone through, you know, it's a phone. It did its job, and I was at the airport because I'd flown from LA to Dallas, and and the airline sent my luggage to Denver instead of Dallas. So I was having to sit in my car, and I had my phone sitting on my steering wheel, and my phone fell the foot and a half from my steering wheel to my rubber floor, and it just shattered the screen. So I had to go to a security firm, um, that I could trust to like and oversee and watch them, take care of my phone and like change the screen out. And so it's a new front and it's a new back when they're doing that. And so then I went from Dallas to Istanbul for a conference, and then Istanbul straight to Dubai. So what I'm thinking is that seal hadn't actually like fully formed yet,
Right.
so it was no longer like a factory sealed phone, because I'd been in Dubai many times and other hot places have phone, no issues. But when I brought it back to the States, I brought it to the security number, like he opened it up, literally you could see the motherboard had shifted and tilted because it had gotten so hot.
Wow. That is
So like it was
crazy.
just a dead brick phone. But so I ended up having to buy a new phone when I was in the UAE, and that made it all the much better because I could get a non-US chipset, so I could get a bigger, better phone.
Nice. Do you have the Solana phone? Or the
I
Seeker?
do have the Seeker.
Okay, are you stoked on it? Are you happy with your purchase? Do you use it as your primary phone, and have you been able to receive any airdrops using it?
One, no, I don't use it as my primary. I use it as a burner.
Same.
I literally have I have a Chinese carrier on it. So
Nice.
I'm in like Hong Kong, so I can do all the shit I want on it.
Dope.
Airdrops, I think there's a couple that I've gotten on it. I haven't really, I threw I think I threw like 10 soul on it to like play around with all the stupid apps.
Okay.
I've gotten sucked into Parallel because I like or the Colony, because I love the entire Parallel team. So the Colony game I've been playing a lot. And
That's on Solana? That's on Seeker?
Yeah, it's on the Seeker. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. The Colony on.
You guys, may I interrupt? Because as
Yes.
much as I love you here on stage, Taco, I am going to do another space about 4 minutes from now. So I'm going to have to do the outro here.
Oh, that's right.
And roll over into the 4-year anniversary space for Vault Inu. Everybody's more than welcome to join me there. I'm going to host it. There's going to be giveaways, and we're going to just have a party with one of the longest running communities, strongest communities in this space, right? And so I'm looking forward. But I do need coffee. And he fixes up a quick coffee for all of them. But Taco, more than welcome to see you in this space. I don't know if you know about Inu. I'm sure you've seen it around. Adam, everybody is welcome on stage to join me there. Of course, it's pinned up above, or else you can find it on my profile. I just did a quick post quickly for it as well. And yeah, we're just going to have tons of fun. But I wanted to thank you for coming here. And what's the ticker? You're more than always welcome to join us. We are here from Monday to Saturday at the same time, and always the same space. So let's do this. And music maestro. I need to get my stuff together, man, really quickly now, too. Hey!
Yeah.
Here we go. What's the ticker? Where's it at?
What's the ticker? Where's it at? What is the ticker? Where's it at? I got crypto in the bag, send the CA in the chat. Gonna ape another fat. Got a runner on the map, Solana sniping like a gat. And the Sowie is moving quickly. I'm the squeezing where they at. I'm trying to bring the Mimquins back. 1000X is gonna land. I got each chilling in the back, and the guesties are gonna slap. Where's the ticker? Where's it at?
Will we ever get that 1000X that everybody dreamed of? I don't know. Maybe tomorrow, you guys. But see you in the next phase. Vault Inu coming up in a few minutes. Tick.
Hey, thanks for pulling up today, you guys. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Stay bullish, my friends.
What a time to be alive. It's the holidays, guys. The Santa Rally is surely on its way. Who could believe that it could not be? I don't even know what is going on.
What
It's
is going
incredible.
on? Jingle balls all the way.